Peace and love, collective. Sending you guys nothing but love, peace, happiness, and prosperity. You make sure you send that back, okay? I lock the doors to any spell work, any death spells, beauty spells, financial spells, fertility spells, identity theft, spiritually or physically. I unlock the doors to positivity, prosperity, abundance, goodwill, good health, good wealth, good service. Ooh, and creativity. Okay, collective. Peace, peace to y'all. All right. All praises to the Most High and the great messages. Okay. Collective. I promised y'all that I will give y'all a reading. Um, I try to get up early or whatever when I go on my little walk. Okay. So I'm trying to stick to that. Um, so I brought a deck out with me. I brought an oracle deck out with me. We're gonna be going from like I said, I don't mind sharing my decks because you know I purify 'em. And the way that God shows me to see things, that's the way that I see it. So I be pulling. I had this deck for a minute, but it called out to me today. So I'm gonna use the Priestess of Light Oracle. Okay. So yeah, collective, and I'm gonna pull from my Oracle, my intuition deck. Okay, collective. I'm really seeing like white collar, blue collar, certain things. This has a whole lot to do with your independence before I even get to pulling. Because when I first started, my card was flying away. The last reading when I came out here, it's always like the message on, the wind ain't even blowing, but my cards was flying away. And the first thing that I seen was a court setup. So it was like officials that was involved. This go deep. Whatever this is, it goes deep. And I feel as though it had a whole lot to do with your independence. Okay, you being independent, you being self-sufficient. Like, believe it or not, it's people that benefit off of your downfall, that benefit off of keeping you in like a low tax bracket or like a low income, or just where you're depending on other people. Okay, so what I've been calling to tell you, you guys try to fast, try to get out and walk, try to be as self sufficient as much as you can, because people focused on the wrong things, and I feel as though it's some real things that's going on out here, and it's like the ones the ones that can see, that has the gift of sight, is like um your enemies is going to try to block you from delivering the word whatever which way the Most High tell you to do it, because it's like destruction, dysfunction. Okay, and we got to rebuild. We have to rebuild. For one, we have to rebuild our mind. The strengthening our mind, our sight. I feel like a lot of the system is breaking. It broke. The system is broke. The church. Somebody that messed up the church's money. And like I said, this is your temple, the church, the body of Christ. If you want to go to Christ conscious, the body of Christ, I feel as though it's within you. So when you start taking care of yourself, and you can start thinking clearly, and you start moving clearly, because I feel as though they're telling you to look over there, but your attention supposed to be over here. You know, um, there's a whole lot of corruption. There's a whole lot of dysfunction. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going on that they don't really want you to tap into. And everybody that raised their swords up against you and wanted to harm you in some type of way, I feel as though they're gonna have to pay for that. Everybody that said and done spell work on you, that was trying to paint an illusion of who you are. Everybody, it's gonna be a time when all them men gonna have to look in the mirror and see exactly, look at theyself just as well as you. You know. Oh, the sun burning, y'all know when I try to come outside, but like I say, y'all, when I come outside, my eyes get the watering. So do not think I'm crying, because the sun, when the sun beams on I let it, kiss me. But when the sun beams on my eyes get the watering. So y'all, I just let y'all know, or I might get the love, whatever. But I embrace it. Shine the light on me. I don't have a problem with it. I ain't beefing with the sun, baby. Who beef with the sun? Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna get more into this message, but I'm getting court set up. Okay. I should have brought some of my crystals to use them as use them as there's so many dogs out here. They just hungry. They done flip the cans, flipping the cans. Okay. It says you knew a long time ago. Okay. I feel like that's why some of you guys were under major attack because you put the pieces to something a long time ago. Let's see. It says headpiece. Headpiece for covering your head. So cover your head, collective. Y'all know, like I got to get back on. That message always. That message always stood out to me with the covering. You're covered. Your head is covered. Your ancestors is covering you. I feel as though a lot of these people wanted to make it seem like you wasn't covered. You always been covered. And I feel as though a lot of people running for cover because they shouldn't have touched you spiritually, physically, or none of that. Yeah, it's bigger than you, collective. I keep getting this like it's bigger than you. You here to do what you supposed to do, what the Most High told you to do. What else we got? What else we got? Yeah, hilarious. Someone thought something was funny. It says hilarious, attempt to cause laughter. So somebody was trying to do something to humiliate, for somebody to laugh at you like you were crazy, but you seen stuff a long time ago. You called it. You called it just how you seen it, love. Y'all, this okay. It says Don's number. Someone name could be Don, but Don's and Bron. Somebody could be an entrepreneur. A Don's number. So yeah, this was like someone. If you guys are entrepreneur, people were using your business. They were doing certain things because the whole thing was to make you look like you was incompetent. You wasn't self sufficient. Okay, that was the part of trying to break you. Yeah, it says love overflow. You got love out here. You gotta like you flow with it. Someone was doing spells on a vacation. So I'm picking up like people was working with people from different um what I'm getting jurisdiction. Like certain jurisdictions, like it's something like it's a whole lot of court talk. So black law and stuff like that. And someone had to make you look incompetent so they can steal. Somebody could have used your EIN, your Don's number, far as your business to get some type of money, okay? Because you knew something a long time ago. You was covered a long time ago. These people wanted to keep you vulnerable while they took from you. Someone can sit on a board, an old seat, so someone could have been in like corporate. They could have sat on some type of board or something, board of trustees, board, whatever. Y'all know different people sits on different boards when you got different agencies and different foundations. Someone could have sat on a board. A loan shark is involved. So I'm picking up mobbing. I don't know. I'm picking up like medical mobbing or something. Yeah, ran off the road. These people was doing death spells. It was a whole healthcare system. I can look medical mobbing, ran off the road healthcare system. So if some of y'all are not, and I'm talking about business, and when it comes to this is somebody who was established. This ain't nobody sitting up here in an illusion and I gotta be no, this is some real shit. If some of y'all entrepreneurs, this is not no petty shit. You knew a long time ago. You was covered a long time ago. You shed the light on something a long time ago, love. It says ran off the road, healthcare system. That's why the systems and stuff is falling and breaking. You knew something a long time ago, collective. Your parents' choice. Your parents chose you. It could be something significant about primary care, doctor's offices, and it says Lightfoot, move easy, collective. So some of y'all that drive, Lightfoot when you driving. Because these people were doing death spells, wanted to run you off the road because someone wanted your business. Somebody did some corrupt something that was attached to somebody's business. So they had to make you look some type of way. These people they didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, business class. This is yeah. Let me give a couple more. These someone wanted to be your rival. A biohack, biohealth, biohack, biomatrix, bio. What is it? Bioscience. Yeah, these people were using certain things. Yeah, dry spells. They was doing spell works, working with certain practitioners out of the country. That's what I'm saying. People were working with different people. They was trying to biohack your nervous system, bio something with bioengineering or something. Dry spells. Somebody brother was involved, a no good brother. It says told NSA National Security Agency. Oh yeah, baby, this go deep. This go real deep. Someone could have had you on watch lists. Yeah, this person, someone is for the streets collective. Somebody can be like an activist, but I'm getting like, somebody stand for their people. Like someone wanted to be little, you make it seem like you wasn't worthy. Oh, you a hoe, you it is, you a pimp, you it is. You know, my thing of it is your ancestors stood for the streets. They stood and stood activists and stuff like that. Collective. Yeah, healing is a must. Likewise, what has been said. Yeah, somebody asking questions because someone wanted to distract somebody. Oh, look this way, but you supposed to been looking that way, and they got your dumb somebody that's of a low IQ to support this to go up against you. Likewise, what has been said, healing is a must. See, these people wasn't healed. These was egos and bar weights. Like people sit up here with their egos, who got the biggest balls, and all of this. It says you knew a long time ago. This whole court setup, they used some type of Don's number. Okay, it says ran off the road. They was doing death spells on you because they wanted to take what it is that you were creating or what you already created. You are covered headpiece for the covering of your head. It says love overflow, healthcare system is bigger than you. Spells on vacation, your parents' choice, hilarious, attended to cause laughter. Someone sat on the board of trustees. They got removed off the board of something. Okay, whoever this person is, people is, they were on a board of trustees, a board or some type of nonprofit or something board. That was their old seat. They sat on a board, so they could have got had to step down from something. Okay, it's loan sharks that was involved. Okay, it says Lightfoot. Move easily. Business class, biohacks, dry spells. Healing is a must. No good brother. Told NASA. I mean, NASA can be significant. Told NSA, National Security Agents. It says likewise what has been said, and it says for the streets. You standing for the streets is a whole different standing for the streets than you out here hoeing for the streets, baby. Your IQ is a beyond. Okay, you Buzz Lightyear, baby. These people didn't know what they're gonna f around and find out. And I'm gonna pull it from the High Priestess of Light. Can I get an oracle? All praises. Can I get an oracle? All praises. Yeah, so someone could have got your name put on some type of watch list. Yeah, twin flame, soul partner, external connection, sacred purpose, eternal flame, and your ancestral legacy. Didn't I say you were chosen? And they about to F around and find out, baby, you covered. Know if y'all can see that because the sun. Twin flame and sacred purpose. They tried to interfere with what the Most High put you here to do. The Most High, the creator of all and everything. Going against you was like going against God, and they shouldn't have did it. Let me read from this. 43 can be significant. Someone put you on some type of watch list, collective. People been watching you. Sacred purpose, external flame, ancestral legacy. The priestess of the holy fire is bringing you an important message about your sacred purpose. She holds the spark of the eternal flame in her hands, bearing witness to the light. Okay, it says the light of faculty. It says this that lives in each of us. Oh, the sun, y'all can't even see. I can't even see the screen. I'm out. Okay, it says the eternal flame represents your soul through time. It says, but it's not limited to your own experience. It expands throughout the personal lineage, going back to the ancient ancestors and moving forward to the descendants yet to come. It says your ancestors are calling you home. Their energy pours through your veins and your DNA and your history vibrates in the long heritage that has come together to create a person you are at to create the person you are at this moment. It says this is your cultural, spiritual, and familial past, reminding you that it is important to honor your ancestors and consider the value they have brought to life. Also, be ca- um, be cautious of the energy you are portraying in your cultural, spiritual, or familiar legacy. You are leaving behind. Okay, y'all. I gotta get like okay. Let me put this out here. I can see better. It says your sacred purpose calls you to honor your holy fire in your own soul. Ancient priestess would tend, it says, would tend the sacred flame. So you got to maintain this collective. It says, thereby keeping balance amongst the elements, kingdoms of earth, air, fire, and water. And I said that before it was the elements. Elements, you learn about the periodic table and elements in elementary school. Okay? The things that these people, the spell work that they were doing and the things that they were doing, it was very childish. See, you've been here, you got ancient wisdom. You done seen it before, you done done it before, and you had to wake up and realize something. Your sacred purpose calls you to honor the holy fire in your own soul. See, these people are messed up. It says ancient priestess would tend the sacred flame, thereby keeping balance among the element kingdoms of the earth, air, fire, and water. In fact, you may have had important past lives. So, like, it's like past life recalls. That's what I'm seeing. It says society, perhaps even the priest and the priestess. Yep, with this high intention. It says, know that the purpose of balancing the energy in your life and the world still resonate within you. See, people continue to look outside themselves. See, you've been called to go in to figure some things out. And people wanted to make it seem like you was a joke. But it was a time like this that your ancestors was preparing you for. Because it's about to get darker, baby. And you're gonna attract a whole lot of darkness because you are of the light. You're balanced, collective. It said it is up to you to hold all that is sacred as you charge and you recharge in your responsibilities. Okay? It says the ancestors are calling you to restore balance to the Mother Earth once again. And what do they do? What do they do? You connected. They wanted to disconnect you from being grounded from the earth. These people know they messed up. It says you knew a long time ago about is a court setup. So someone that could have sat on some type of board, an old person, an older person could be involved, but somebody that sat on some type of board, they wanted to come in between your sacred purpose. And you got the 34 can be significant, and you got 16. Y'all, I got it somewhere so I can read, so I can see. Okay, so you got the twin flame and you got sacred purpose. These people know, but you cover, my love. Trust and believe it. Twin flame, soul partner, external connection. The radiant connection shown on this card reveals potential life changing messages for you. Okay, it says the appreciation of the twin flame is on the horizon, and it is derived of your karmic destiny that you reunite. So it could have been like some karmic energy that wanted to get in between your purpose. See, they thinking about sex and thinking about this, but it's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than you. You are here to bring to connect people back to their true self. You know, when you got karmics, you got groupies, you got this, you got that, you got people in your family that did never want to see you prosper. This stuff is way bigger than what people eyes can understand and can handle, love. This what I'm telling y'all. When people try to put you in your place, they ain't even got no, they don't even have the they don't even hold the position to be they the usher. That's the only thing they can do is to show you to your seat. But you sit on a throne, so you ain't got no regular chair. You sit on a throne. So people need to be very cautious before they try to put you in your place. No, you assign the seats. You assign the seats. That's what they fail to realize. You open the doors for people. See, you humble. People always trying to humble the humble. You ain't got to go in and, oh, I'm this. When you know who you are, you ain't got to keep on announcing it. When you walk into a room, they going to feel it. See, they want to break you masculine. They want to break you feminine, but you're not easily broken. And that's what people starting to realize. That's what they starting to realize, that they fucked up. Okay, excuse my language. But you limited on fuck to give. Very limited. Because it's all about you. Okay, it says many people consider twin flames to be romantic connections, soulmates called back together from previous lifetimes. It says this could indeed be the case for you. And this card may be announcing the homecoming of a biting love. It says, but there are many types of soul partners. They can take the form of loving parents and children, business partners, scientists working together on the same discovery, lyricists. Oh my goodness, lyricists. Okay. It says composers, lyricists, environmentalists, okay, with the common cause, or any other duo united in the attention to enhance the earthly experience of others. But these is people that's always thinking with their lower nature. It's all about sex. It's all about this. It's bigger than you. It's setting a path for a generation that's coming behind you and for your children. This how so selfish people is. This how selfish people is. That's why a lot of the systems and this shit gotta fall down, because it was built up off of greed and stupidity, egos. Earthly. Like the people sit up here, you studying other people, but once before they was studying the earth. You can add an animalistic nature, spirit guides. So you think that like you just gonna, oh, we're gonna Google nature, we're gonna this, we're gonna no. Nature is natural. And they was taking you out of your natural rhythm. Sound healing. Embracing the elements. Majority of your body is water, earth, air, fire, water, earth, wind, and fire. Somebody can like earth, wind, and fire. Yeah, it says so don't be distracted by um similarities in appearance of the soul picture here. It says this message is about perfecting, it says perfecting matching that vibration with a mutual recognition, okay, and a higher purpose. The tiger, let me see. The tiger that stands between these two twin flames represent great passion. This may manifest in a physical relationship or represent the project that is um, compelling to you. It says, be encouraged, for the brilliant beam of light is pure spirit, and you are being blessed and guided in a divine consciousness. So get ready for a profound relationship, one of twin devoted to each other and a higher cause. Affirmation: I am open to finding a deeper purpose in my life and to finding a soul partner who will share my higher intention. That's why you got to be careful with cover your head collective. I'm saying, like, I got to go, get back to it, get my scarves. I left see, I'm not home. So all my scarves and stuff and on my journey collective, when I went to certain jobs, I felt this years ago. I took people wanted to laugh. Oh, how she can't get her hair done. No, 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 no. I listened to the Most High. I was covering my crown for years, a few years back. If y'all go back to my old videos when I was under spiritual attack, when they was doing beauty spells on me, doing death spells and shit on me, that's when the Most High was telling me to cover my head. When you know who you are, you ain't got to keep on telling people nothing. They feel it. They know what it is, collective. That's why I say, the sun beam is light on me. I know I'm covered. There's a difference between being picked and being chosen. A lot of people wanted to isolate you, and they took this money because it was your time to bloom. People thought that they gonna bloom in poverty. They're gonna you like you was gonna get killed or whatever if they didn't cover you, but God covered you. That's what they fail to realize. The God, because you don't look outside yourself. You go within. You look in. When you can't figure something out, you go in. You don't go looking outside yourself for the answers. You can't expect people to see things the way that you see them. This is why this system is fucking breaking. Because it was built on bullshit anyway. It was built on bullshit, biohacks, bioscience. They knew certain things was going to happen. So that's why they put certain researchers or whatever it is. Somebody could be a biochemist. They used your business. If you're an entrepreneur or something, people was trading, doing certain things with certain people businesses. Using your clients, using people to hack into people biology and stuff. This plan was planted a long time ago, and I got stealing DNA through the covert, or through the Corona, the beer when they was drinking beer. We just gonna put it like that. They was using those nose swabs for certain things. Just like I said, they came up with a cure quicker than they gave Flint clean water, and I stand on that. Why should you inject yourself with some experimental drugs? See, the thing of it is, people thought that a lot of people got rich off of it. But you can't spray off racism. You can't spray off people trying to take what you built. It take more than Clorox and Mr. Clean for that, for a dirty MFer. It takes way more than that. But they closed the door. So that was the message for you guys. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Remember, take what resonate, leave what don't. Don't try to make nothing fit into your space that don't. These were not personal readings, but if you guys would like a personal reading, I will let you guys know when my personal readings is back open. All right, I ain't doing no personal readings, these collective readings at the moment, y'all. But your girl got to get out here and go for her walk, 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 walk. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all walking. All right. I wish you guys nothing but the best. If this was your first time visiting my channel, thank you. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I go live. Okay? Remember, the things that you could change, walk towards change. The things that you can't, ask for serenity. Okay? And I'll see you in the serenity prayer, you guys. Okay, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Peace.